Good evening, I'm Don Shipman. We begin tonight with breaking news. It was 4 years ago that Utica police officer Joseph Longo stabbed his estranged wife, Kristin Palumbo Longo, then himself to death in the Deerfield home that they shared. The shocking murder-suicide left 4 young children without parents. And now the mayor is citing those 4 children as the major part of the reason that the city tonight has settled a multi-million-dollar lawsuit brought by the Palumbo family. News Channel 2's Jolene Ferris is joining us now live with a breakdown on all of this. And first of all, we've kind of heard a lot about this in the past couple of days. We knew this was coming down soon. Why were they so secretive about it?
Well, this is Utica. They tried to keep it secret, but of course word did leak out. They talked about this privately behind closed doors in executive session this morning. They made us leave as is customary, but then someone came out and asked us to move away from the door, came out to check again and make sure we hadn't crept up. So extensive efforts to keep this under wraps, even today down to the wire.
Interesting. Okay, so let's break down the details on this. Exactly $2 million we're talking here.
Yes, actually, this was supposed to go to trial next month after 4 years of legal maneuvering, but like we just said, lots of behind closed doors negotiating today resulted in a $2 million settlement reached just in the past several hours. Now, that $2 million will be allocated for the benefit of Kristin's 4 children, Mayor Robert Palmieri said in a statement tonight. Kristin Palumbo Longo and her Utica police officer husband were going through a divorce. He was upset over some recent decisions out of family court when he stabbed his estranged wife, then himself, to death. That was September of 2009. Kristin Palumbo Longo's family felt the city and then Police Chief Dan LaBella had a duty to protect her and failed. This settlement, finalized just tonight, ends the lawsuit against the city and LaBella. Mayor Robert Palmieri issued a brief statement, quote, "It's time to end litigation and allow Kristin's family and our community to heal." He goes on to say, "Our hope is that this settlement brings some closure to the family." And once again, the City Board of Estimate and Apportionment met about this in executive session this morning, reconvened tonight, had to talk about it more. They did end up passing it, and the Common Council voted unanimously to approve a bond ordinance, meaning the city is going to have to borrow the money to pay that $2 million settlement.
Okay, so we have the settlement, but what about policy change within the Utica Police Department? Because I know that the Palumbo family had talked about that in the past.
Yes, the family's attorney, rather, John Dillon, had talked at length in the past about pulling back a curtain, exposing the way things are done, wanting policy changes in terms of officer offenses and mental illness on the force, how that's handled, but doesn't appear that that's part of it, any policy change. There was no mention made of that in the mayor's brief statement talking about the settlement. Okay,
Jolene Ferris joining us live with this breaking news. We'll continue to follow it, of course. Much more coming up tomorrow morning. Jolene, thank you.